Hi everyone. It's time for us to head over to the picker wheel to get our random prompts for the Mixed Media Morsels Misfit Makeovers challenge for August. Here we go. Okay, so we have our prompts ready, and I'm gonna set those here so we can keep track of what we're doing. And this page is pretty busy, so I'm gonna cover this up just because it's distracting from what we'll be doing on this side. And I'm gonna put a couple of clips on, and I picked purple clips just because that's part of our prompts today. And I think they'll blend well with what we're gonna work on, but I'm hoping I get to use some of this next month. We'll see. We never know, because I never know what the prompts are going to be, but I think it would be fun to be able to incorporate those cool colors. Okay, I did pick out a piece of deli paper that I painted a long time ago. This was just a stencil on the gel plate, and I did this on deli paper and loved it. And so I've had it for a while and not had an opportunity to use it. So I think I'm going to today, because I love it. And the other prompt on here about color is favorite color. And most of you guys know I'm pretty drawn to teal. There's a little bit of teal in this, which I like, and I think that'll be fun to include that in there. I never really say I have a favorite color because I like all the colors so much, but I do lean towards teal. So I'll give it that much. But like when you look at something like this is another painted paper I did a while back. When you look at something like this, how can you say you have a favorite color? I just love stuff like this that's just full of color. So anyway, I am gonna put this deli paper onto this page, and I love it because the text is gonna show through anywhere where there's no paint. Oh, and while I have this page turned, I want to show you guys, I did come back after the fact and last month, and I drug a paintbrush, an almost dry paintbrush, watercolor, across there to give my little birdie some ground to stand on. I just went and just had himself a little bit of ground, so that was fun, just being able to touch that up a little. I'm just going to use my glue and water mixture. Okay, so as far as junk mail goes, you know, we all get junk in the mail, and I'm going to take this little card and I'm going to cover it with some paper, but I want to fold it down to a different size. This is a little bit large, so I was thinking I might fold it into like thirds instead of in half, so that it's kind of like this. And then just make a little, like a trifold thing, so that it's smaller and yet still interactive, and probably even more interactive and more fun this way. Okay, I know that's not exactly straight, Let's see. I think that needs to go in just a tiny bit more down here. Yep. There we go. All right. Yep, that works. And then see, when I glue it down to my page, it takes up less space. You can see more of your background. So I want to cover this. And I've got some more painted papers that I found that have purple and have teal on them. So this is one that I was just cleaning off a brayer with these big colors you see back here. It's just cleaning off a brayer when I was, you know, jelly printing at some point. And then I came back with stencils, and when I was using up extra paint and put extra paint on top of those. And then this one is just stamping off stuff onto this piece of a large graph paper. So I kind of like the fact that this one has a little bit less color where this has more color in the background. So I was thinking little bits of this might look kind of cute on there. And I might need some of this for like the inside flaps or something. Plus this has numbers, which is also pretty interesting since we need to use numbers. I would like to put my prompts, I think, in the center panel. So I'll probably still cover it with something here and then, you know, put another little card inside there. That's my thinking. Yeah, that's cute. I like that. I like this one better than the other one. I'll use that for my front maybe. Why not? Isn't that cute? I love it. So now I just need to put the papers on the inside. Okay, so here's our little folio, I guess you'd call it. It's a very small little folio. Might put it to the inside since I've got a thicker piece on the outside here of this page on the other side of me. Yeah, so I might put it to the inside. That is really cute. So I like how this is looking. While I was off camera a moment ago, I tore out a little number 8 from a piece of Tim Holtz tissue paper. I chose 8 because we're doing the 8th month, so I thought that would work out pretty good. I'm liking how my little junk mail folio is coming out. So you saw how I had glued these 2 pieces on, and then I also included the prompts in the middle. I do want to put a couple of little strips on the inside pieces just to decorate the inside a tiny bit more. I think I'm going to put the black and white one here. And I'll put the purple one on the other side. I think this just kind of adds a little bit of, you know, white, little brightness to the page. So I'm going to just do something like that. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side, only I'm going to go across the bottom like this. This is just a piece of something that came out of a magazine. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to be doing is my bow. And that's actually the last of the prompts that I haven't done already. We have everything else covered. I have a piece of a strip of green fabric, and it's the color of the green that is in this card, all in the background here. And I think that's kind of nice, and it kind of helps bring out that green bit that's on there, because mostly you see the teal and the purple. But I love the green being mixed in there, so I want to take advantage of that. So I'm gonna fold this in the middle and kind of give it a little crease so I know where the center is. And then I'm just going to use a little glue stick in the middle just to make sure it stays on the back side, and then of course I'm going to glue the whole thing down. Isn't that pretty on there with that purple and that green? Ooh, I love it. I'm going to also add a little bit up in this corner. When I ripped this piece of fabric, of course, there were a lot of strings left over, you know, coming off the sides, so I kept it and thought, you know, maybe I will put that up here, and I'm going to put a little clustery something up here. Ooh. But before I do that, I do want to add a little bit of washi tape along this edge right here. I've got this black washi with purple dots, the same color purple as the paint up here. It's very pretty, and it's going to lend a little bit of an extra bit of black on the page. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue down right along the edge there to stick this washi down with, and to make sure that it hopefully stays put. I took my little one of my little foam stamps that I made in the shape of a leaf, and I just stamped some green leaves, cut them out, and I'm going to just make a little bit of a, you know, like I said, a little clustery kind of a thing, and just have these leaves sitting here. And then I took this stamp, this big old bee, and I stamped it and cut it out and colored in the little bits of the yellow parts. And this is just fun, having the thread under there for no other reason but just to give it a little visual texture, and I just think it's fun. I found another little leaf that was in my box of stuff. It's seen better days. I thought maybe I could try to use that too, so that it can get used before it gets torn, because it's got a very weak point right there on the stem. But I don't know if it really goes. Let's see. I mean, it matches all right, but I don't know if it's I don't know. That's kind of cute coming out there. I just came across this little butterfly that I had stamped on an old piece of tissue paper a long time ago. And I think I'm going to put that on the inside of the inside cover, I guess you'd call that. And I think that would be nice in this black to stand out and look real nice. This is not wet enough. I've got to, here we go. All right, now let's tear this out. There we go. All right, so we'll just use the glue and water mixture again and put it down. I think I'm just going to put it right here. Oh, that looks so nice. Glad I ran across that. How fun. So we have a butterfly and a bee. It's an insect page. So I found some words for my page. It says, "Hope is never lost." I like that. Awesome. Okay, and then I felt like this area up here and maybe a little over here is lacking a little bit of this teal. So I have a Posca pen in that color, and I'm gonna just scribble a little bit on a just on an acrylic block. And I've got a little foam dauber. I'm going to just dip in that and just make random marks, not really circles or anything like that, but just random marks like I have down here. And just finish the page, really. It just needed a little bit more of the teal on there, and I like that. See, that's all it needed, just to finish out. Make it a little darker here and there. There, love it. So that's my finished page. I really love it, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope you enjoy creating your own page, which I will look forward to finding in the Mixed Media Morsels Facebook group, so don't forget to post them there. And we will see you again in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Before I go, I wanted to tell you, since I was working on this page and included this little bee on it, it reminded me that I wanted to show you guys this new kit that I have in my Etsy store. It's a little slow stitch kit, and it's just full of just fun things to sit and stitch with and enjoy. And if you guys aren't aware, slow stitching is just about fun. Any stitch goes. It's about relaxing and enjoying the process and not stressing over anything. And I put together this little kit. It's got a couple of pieces of quilted fabric in it. These are 5x7, and they're really good to use as a base. You can use these in any way you want. And there's 5 different fabrics that go together, and they're all in this little bee theme, and they're just so sweet. I just love them. I love the color palette. I love everything about it. It's just so fun. Here's another one, and here's a honeycomb one. And then also included are 2 skeins of embroidery floss, one in black and one in white. I did not put any colors in this kit because it's really hard to match if you're not in person in a store with the fabric in hand to match. I know black and white will work, but I did not want to, you know, take a chance on ordering some floss that just did not go with the kit at all. So I'm including black and white in this one, and I've got a couple of pieces, actually 3 little pieces of trim that are just adorable with this kit, laces and flowers. And then I've got this tiny little kit. I don't want to take all this out because, you know, I don't want to lose it. But there are teeny tiny little fun bits in this bag. A little black and white button, real tiny, and then a couple of other larger buttons. This little gold bee is a bead, and it's just adorable. I just think it's just the sweetest little kit. So I wanted to make sure I mentioned it to you that I had this. I did put a post on my community page on YouTube, and I put a post on my Instagram. And some of you have already come and purchased the kit. I'm really excited about that, and I hope you're happy with it. And thank you very much. But I wanted to mention it in a video also because so many times people don't see the community post. And I know that a lot of you don't necessarily use Instagram, so I want to make sure I mention it in a video so that you're all aware. And I did want to say too that I have a really nice set of embroidery floss that I got from Amazon, oh gosh, a year or so ago, and it's got a lot of different colors in it. I really like this one, and so I just today put this one in my Amazon store if anybody actually needs to have a nice set that has a lot of different colors. It's not very expensive at all. Right now I think it said it was $6.99, so that's not bad at all for all these colors. So I wanted to mention that if you're in need of something like that. I am going to be trying to get a few more little slow stitch kits together, just different themes and different color packs and stuff, so look for those. And also I wanted to mention too that if you get the Etsy app on your phone or on your device, you can receive notifications when I list new items. And so if there's occasionally a time that I, you know, should list something that I haven't made a video about and I didn't make a post on Instagram about, you'll be notified. You'll be like the first to know. So that's probably a good idea to do, to get the Etsy app on your phone and then make sure that you follow my account and anyone else's accounts that you enjoy, and you'll receive notifications when we put in new things, and it will probably be helpful to you if you do that. So I'm in the process of making a little piece, and I'll show you a little bit of that here in just a minute, just to give you an idea of what kind of things you can make with a little kit like this, because it's just so fun and it is relaxing and it gets your mind off of other things. You know, anything that you can do that you can immerse yourself into that helps you to relax and get your mind off of other things, to me is a great thing. So anyway, just wanted to point this out, and thanks again for watching, everybody, and we'll talk to you again soon.